All right, good morning, folks, and welcome into the Coffee Run. It's John from ProCraps here on Casino Gaming TV. We got a crooked camera, which is awesome. I have to work on this a little bit. I actually made some changes yesterday. We were talking about, I was bitching more than talking about my camera's not working right. This thing won't work either. So give me a second. I'm just trying to make it so I can see what's going on here. Let's do this. You have to be smaller, window. Anyway. So I changed things. I crawled all over the table last night. I changed all the cameras around for us so that we can actually see the table without having that weird glitch where like things are getting all fuzzy. So the fuzzy camera is now facing me. So if I go out of focus, that's why it'll be weird today. But I think the camera views might actually be a little bit better if everything goes according to my plan. So anyway, it takes a long time to get an over-the-head camera to work right. So. Anyway, let's hope that we do okay. So good morning, everybody. Who's here today? Who's here? Skill says, bring on the coffee. Blue Jay Ray. Good morning to you. Good morning to Randy. The aggressive fish is here. Dice Daddy is here. Good morning, everybody. So let's get into it here. Let's see. Make sure all my scenes work good. So yeah, reminders. Daily reminders. Right, keep your goals intact. Now, again, we're gonna, as you know, right, every day I've got like a different kind of blend for the show. Right, we're gonna do some days it's gonna be only playing the math way. Some days it's gonna be only playing trends. Today's Tuesday, it's Trendy Tuesday. So, whatever that is, right, keep the goal in mind, and let's use the bankroll to hit the goal. Right, the bankroll as leverage to hit that goal the best way that we can. All right. Again, we're gonna try and identify our risk. Me personally, and again, I'll be honest with you, I have a pretty, I know some people would disagree with me, pretty low risk appetite. I don't love a lot of risk. I'm very careful with my money in my life and on the table. But there are times when the gloves come off and I'm like, now we can go. I give myself permission to experience the high risk, but only in certain conditions, right? You gotta know that about yourself. If you're just kind of out the door, let's rock and roll kind of person, know that. Have the bankroll that supports that and play a strategy that lets you play that way. Again, your experiences will be high risk, high reward, low risk, whatever, or high risk and low output most of the time. If that's okay with you, that's okay with you, right? Your emotions and your mindset are kind of what drive a lot of that, right? Just make sure that your bankroll matches it. Make sure you're playing in a way that matches that up, right? That's the kind of secret to the whole thing, right? Make sure that you enjoy your experience there and use your discipline to kind of, make sure it all can happen. So minimal risk, that's out. I know you are not a minimal risk guy, right? And the thing is, when you're a high risk person, your experience is what? Huge wins, huge losses, right? But in the end, you're going to be here, right? Remember that. Even though you're going to win a lot, you're going to lose a lot more often. You'll be in the middle most of the time, right? It's just going to be, you're going to be like this weird adrenaline swing, right? For the low risk, low house edge people, they're going to be here. They're never going to have the big swings, right? They're going to have, some nice sessions in there, but they'll be playing the middle most of the time. You're going to be in the middle in the end. It's just how you want to experience the journey. That's what it all really kind of comes down to for me. So anyway, a couple things to announce here. Number one, Craps of the Cure 2025. It's time to start talking about it a little bit. A couple things. One is 2024. People who won the Casino Player magazine have not yet received their magazines. I don't know why. I've emailed them a number of times. They claim everybody's on the rolls, on the list, and should already have their magazines. So I don't know why. So I'm going to start having to check every week and see what's going on. I'm trying for that, right? The other thing is that we have the table between Jen and Joe. Joe built the table. Jen won the table. I'm supposed to be helping Joe drive it over there. I haven't been able to do it yet. I don't have, I'm not fully working yet, right? So I can't just go flying over to Wisconsin and renting a truck and driving across country for a week. So working on that. I have to figure out how I'm going to get there and where we're going to do it. So that's going to happen. I'm kind of committed to, like, for 2025, just not doing these prizes anymore. The thing with the prizes is this: they're cool to have a prize. It's cool to have a whatever, the table that Joe built or whatever the thing is. These Casino Player magazines aren't getting delivered right. I'm taking a cruise with somebody. I got to still figure that whole thing out. You got Ashish having to cook for somebody. Having prizes that other people have to deliver on is very, very, very hard to manage. I'm thinking like 1 or 2 prizes, period. That's it. A couple of big things, and the rest of it be straight up donations. Just make the whole day about, hey, drop $10, drop $10, drop $10. Maybe during the year, maybe like in the next couple of weeks, I'll reopen the website and let you all sign up if you'd like to be a regular donor, like a $25 a month kind of a person, right? And kind of pre-fund the thing and make Preps for the Cure just all about the show and talking and having fun and, you know, drop money in the chat kind of a thing because of the show. But all year long, we're doing dribs and drabs and making it kind of a year-long thing instead of just a, I don't know, man. The prizes are fun, but they're hard. I'm not a good salesperson, as you probably have all imagined, right? I'm not that guy. I'm not Ian, right? Ian's a great salesperson. I'm not. So for me sitting there hawking the items all for 24 hours is not my personality. That comes across. So I think next year we'll do it a little differently. So I'm going to get started soon. I'm going to get started with the, if you want to do the monthly thing, let's get rolling now. So anyway, there's that. Pardon me. Still have that cold. Can you believe it? I'm still. Anyway, Daily Dose of DI today. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about force or farce will be the title. And we'll get to rolling the dice here super quick. On a Trendy Tuesday, we're going to talk a little bit about variance and car wrecks. That's going to be, I think if you're in our Discord, you know what I'm going to say. I know Nemo does because he was part of the conversation. But let's get after it. Here we go. First things first, Daily Dose of DI, force or farce. Now, this is going to kind of dovetail into the next discussion, which is about variance. Now, we talk a lot about math on this show, and I don't want to be this math-driven deal, right? I'm on the Mega C. I'm taking so much. I've done the Zycan navel swab. I've done everything, man. I cannot get this cough to go away. Anyway, talking about DI, force or farce. So we've talked about variance, right? And today's show is going to be about variance. We know that in a perfect 36 rolls, which you'll never in your lifetime see, apparently, math guys tell me, it's impossible to see a perfect 36 rolls, right? So knowing that, you're going to have at least one more of some number and one less of some other number. One more 4, one less 6, one more 8, one less 7. Whatever it is, it's something that varies off of what you expect. That's the world we live in, okay? If you can look at the craps table or the roulette wheel or blackjack or baccarat and say, you know what? We're not going to see 47.8% of our rolls are going to be red. Today's going to be 51% red. Cool. Or not today, the hour that you're there, that's what happens, right? That's the world that we live in. The DI, the whole point of DI, I think it's 2 things, right? From a physics standpoint, physics and physical. The DI is trying to preset the dice, right? And trying to make sure they don't go crazy, right? Make sure that we bounce minimization, to coin a phrase or borrow a phrase, right? Let's minimize the bounce so that our preset has a chance to maybe keep itself, in play. That keeps the whatever's on the dice kind of, maybe you can kind of not predict, but be in some pocket. That's the point, right? Minimize bounce to keep the dice in some groove. That's creating variance. I say here it's forcing variance, right? The DI is trying to create a trend. I tell you all the time, there's no such thing as a trend in a random world. In a random world, there is no trend, right? With force behind something, there is a trend. Like markets, the stock market has force behind it. Things happen because other things happen, right? This thing definitely affects what's about to happen. In dice, what just happened does not affect what's about to happen, right? That's the truth. However, a DI is trying to say, look, because of what I'm doing, I'm going to make something happen over and over again. They're trying to force a variant that they can make more money on, force more 8s and 6s to show up today, force more 4s and 10s to show up today. That's the point of DI. Like the why of DI to me is always the fun conversation. I have a lot of people, right? Good friends of mine, Dr. Don't Pass, another good friend of mine. He's like, I love everything you say, just get off the DI bullshit, is what he says to me, right? I'm like, hey, it's fun to try, right? I enjoy the practice piece of it. And really what it's all about is, can I force a variant? Can I put myself in a position where something cool may happen a couple of times extra? That's really what it comes down to, right? Would I pre-bet on that? No. But would I be more apt to lean in on something? Maybe. If I'm seeing a bunch of 6s and 8s today, I might lean in and say, you know what, I'll take an extra press, right? That's kind of what it comes down to for me, right? Or you can say, John, you're completely full of shit and it's all farce and you're wasting your time. You shouldn't have bought a table and you should turn your channel off, right? There's that side of it too, right? So what is Louis saying here? I'm going to see everybody. I saw this go by. Preach, Lou, preach, right? What did Lou say? Let's go back here. So I love, when you saw my studio tour, now you know why I can see what's going on here. Lou said, I'm going to go back over here. Yes, you know what? Here's the thing. You say eat honey. Honey makes me gag so bad. Dude, I can't do the honey thing. I tried it. I gag so bad, I can't do it. All right, Lou says, in the context of craps, theoretical randomness provides a foundation for understanding of the mechanics and probabilities. However, it's essential to recognize that real-world factors, such as the physical properties, can influence. It's true. It's all true. All we're doing is hoping, right? We're hoping we can force a variant to happen and hope that it's a good variant, right? Hopefully, our BSR or our SRR translates on a live table, and if the SRR of yours is 7 or 7.5, if you can bring that to the table, you're holding off to 7. Let's hope that you hold it off beyond the come out roll and get an extra something. That's really what it comes down to. It's not rocket science what we're trying to do. I think people think DIs are trying to force 50 rollers and make a ton of money. I think DIs, like my whole thing, I was telling JB this the other day, like my whole thing is like, let me guarantee myself 3 or 4. If I can guarantee 2, 3, or 4 before a 7 after the point, right? I can make a daily paycheck. I can do this. I can build bankroll. I can do things, right? That's all I really want. I don't want to, I'd love to have 50 rollers all the time, but it's not what it's about for me, right? It's about consistency, building consistency, creating a variant that I can rely on. That'd be like kind of the idea. So anyway, that's that. And again, talking through variance. I say this all the time. I can't say this enough. This is one of my favorite topics, I think, because I think people don't understand it. And I think I try to explain it. I've shown it to you before. And when I get on the Casino Quest podcast with David and Alex, this is what I'll be talking about, is variance. And I think understanding it is key. It's where the sauce is stirred, right? It's where math and feel collide, and it's where knowledge and wisdom have their battle, right? We say these platitudes to me matter because it's the truth, right? If you know with 100% certainty, you know you're not going to see 6 7s every single 36 rolls. You know for a certainty it's not going to happen, right? Variance then is where the difference is made, right? If there's extra 7s, the casino probably makes more money because most people play the right side. If there's less 7s, the players make more money because they're profiting on extra rolls when they shouldn't, right? But the thing is this, the math people will say, that's great. Today there's more 7s, tomorrow there's less 7s. On Wednesday, it looks like it's the same because they're playing this long, threaded, law of large numbers game. You are not doing that. You are playing a feel game. You're there for X rolls on a given day or 2 days or a weekend or a week on a cruise ship. You're looking at a small window of time. And in that window of time, you're not going to experience perfection. You're going to experience variance. And it's what do you do with it, right? I say knowledge and wisdom. I was given this example the other day of street smarts, right? Street smarts versus book smarts, right? The math may tell you that if you walk, in a bad neighborhood at night with money hanging out your pocket, 95% of the time you're going to be okay. So go ahead and do it, right? 5% of the time you're going to get your ass kicked. Street smarts, right? A, don't have the money hanging out. B, don't walk in at night. C, don't walk in that neighborhood, right? That's like, there's street smarts and then there's book smarts. So I had this great analogy. I gave it to my group of friends that are in the Craps for the Cure group. There's a saying that says, intelligence is knowing a tomato is a fruit. Okay, people who are smart know this, right? People who have wisdom don't put tomatoes in fruit salad. Okay, there's your analogy. That's the wisdom and knowledge thing. Knowledge, I know it's a fruit. I will not put it in with a bowl of strawberries because it's disgusting, right? That's the difference of pure math and pure feel, right? There's a using the tool that you've got in front of you, right? Variance is all the things, right? I gave this example yesterday, another wisdom versus knowledge example, which I think is good. It's the best I can come up with, right? And I'll use this one again and again. If you obey, and Lou, you're a former cop, right? So you might understand this one. There's all these laws, right? You got to wear your seatbelt. You got to travel below the speed limit. You got to stop at the stop signs. You don't cross the median. All these things, right? That are designed to do what, right? Keep you safe. They're designed to, the distance between you and the car in front of you. If you're going 25, you keep 2.5 car lengths. All those rules, right? That exist, right? Some of them are laws. Some of them are rules. There's a difference there. You follow all that stuff. Does it prevent you from dying in a car? No. Somebody could still come out of the woods or off a side street and sideswipe you. You could still, have a brake failure. You could still have anything happen and die, right? Those things are all meant to keep you, if everybody follows every single rule all the time, the chances of dying in a car dwindle. However, I like driving fast. I like my music loud. You know me, right? I break a few rules in the car, right? I increase my chances of dying in the car. I'm going to, at some point, see a squirrel and blow a stop sign and get my ass run over by a truck. It's going to happen. That'll happen someday, right? Happened to my mom 30 years ago, right? She blew a stop sign and got sideswiped, right? It happens. But when you disobey the rules knowingly, I know the rules, I know they keep me safe, I'm going to do this thing instead so I can get to the store a little faster or I can enjoy my ride a little more. That's us at the craps table. That's all of us who say, you know what? We know the house edge. We know it's a negative EV game. We know we can't win. We know that pressing for the moon is stupid. We all know that. But our journey is going to be radio on, pedal down, California stop at the stop signs, right? We know that we're unsafe. If you understand the rule and choose to be a little bit unsafe, that's on you, and it has to be okay, right? The people who are on the other side of that argument have got to be like, okay, I've given you the rules. I've given you the facts. Don't drive while you're drunk. Don't drive while you're buzzed. Don't drive with the music on. If you choose to disobey that or choose to ignore it, that's on you, and bad things will happen to you or your own fault. I think we're all in that same world. Are we all in that same world? Right? That's, to me, math people versus feel people, or versus the regular normal player, whatever. That's that argument, right? But to me, it all boils down to the variant. We're looking for something to happen. I'm looking to catch the green light, right? I'm trying to go 39 and a 35 so I can catch that green light before it turns yellow, right? You're doing things to enhance your experience or catch something that shouldn't happen. That's why. I don't mean to depress you, right? That wasn't the point, right? Not trying to depress anybody, but that's what it's about, right? To me, everything is a variant, and I want to live in the world of positive variance, right? I say things to people that are less harsh than I used to when I was a kid because I'm trying to create a variant where it's more more community-like, right? There's a difference in the way I speak now, in the way I present stuff, because that's what I want, right? I'm trying to create that variant instead of being like, everybody must listen to John like I used to be, right? I am always right. You are all a bunch of idiots. I used to be that way, right? The variant that I created was a very small circle of friends who were fans of John, right? Who loved me. But everybody else was like, fuck that guy. Don't want to be there anymore. So I changed, right? That's what I'm talking about with the craps table. I don't know why. How do I get off of these weird tangents? But anyway, change of velocity. Oh, here we go, Lou. Here goes Lou. Change of velocity in the body within a collision is most common cause of injury. So decrease velocity when tossing the dice. That's so cool. Way to bring it back. Way to bring it back to dice, Lou. Good job. Good job. All right, here we go. Let's go daily paycheck time. I'm going to go and hopefully Crapsy will work. I don't know if it will or not. I had trouble logging in this morning, so I don't know if it's going to get us to be able to play. If it does, I'll get it fired up here in a minute. I didn't log yesterday's numbers because we were kind of farting around. Pardon me. Today we'll see if I can get enough outcomes that are. We may not be able to play long enough. I have an appointment at 8 o'clock, so we'll get to rolling here. I'm going to play a little bit of trendy kind of play today, right? It's Trendy Tuesday. So we're going to do a little 1-3-2-5 Baccarat line. We're going to follow the line winners, even on the come outs. I'm just going to follow the line win, right? We're going to Baccarat style it. And we're going to go 1-3-2-5 is the betting pattern, right? I might go 1-1-3-2-5. And the difference there is I'm going to same bet the first one, get my money back, and then lean in hard. That one that I win becomes the 3. Okay, so I might do that. I don't know. The whole point of this kind of play, it's a boring play. It's going to take a while to get the number of results we need. I may just do it with bigger bets. The point of this betting style is to catch a variant, catch a wave, catch a series of things that happen in a row, right? You bet low, you bet 1, you bet 1, you bet 1. You're always losing the minimum amount you can lose. When something picks up, you catch a wave, you go in. I'm going to bet 3 now. I won 1, I'm going to bet 3. Let's paddle our asses off and try and catch this wave. If that wins, cool, bring back a little bit of profit, keep going in the wave. If that one wins, hammer it, right? You're trying to catch it, but you're always ever going to lose 1. You lose the least you can lose, you win the most you can win. That's trying to catch a variant, wave, trend, whatever you want to call it. I would call it a variant, not a trend. Mathematically, doesn't matter. Right? You'll find that our friend Dice Data is going to run this experiment, a flat betted pass line versus a 1-3-2-5 or a 1-3-2-4 or a 1-2-3-4. I bet you in the end, they all lose their money, right? Maybe the one person has a higher win peak at some point, but they all will be at the same place in the end. It's not really going to matter that much. We'll look at the means and everything else and see how it works out. But today, that's my plan. Let me go switch screens here. And hopefully, cross your fingers, I set everything up last night correctly so that we can see stuff. Let's go here. I think this is going to work. If I do this, let's see what happens here. That should be, let's see, is that this one or is that this one? That's the wrong screen. Hold on, DPC left. That should be, hold on a second. That should be, what is going on here? That should be this one, DPC right? Yeah, that's this rack, okay, and that's that end of the table. That's good. Just the camera's wrong, so I got to get this camera pointed right. Hold on, let me fix this camera here. This camera should be, hold on a second. You can't, I don't want you to see that. I want you to see the other one. Lock that, hold on. This should be, camera D, right? I don't know why it's not picking the right. Weird. It didn't find the preset. Okay, well, whatever. That camera I'll turn off. This is supposed to be the flight camera, so you're not going to see the flight of the dice. That's unfortunate. You won't see the dice flight at all. Sorry, I don't know why I somehow broke it. I'm using a new version of my software, so it should have, that camera should have moved so you can see from behind me. Oh well, whatever. Here we go. I think you'll see the bets better now. I think now you'll see the bets from where I'm standing. So hopefully that'll work. Let's get Crapsy turned on here, and it says waiting for connection. Come on, please work. People want to play along. I know they do. Come on. I'll give it like a 30 seconds to try here. Let's see. Live. Pro Craps. Daily Paycheck. Here we go. I'm going to press the button. Let's just see if we get lucky and it works. Here we go. I'm going to come out. So what we're going to do is we're going to take $500, okay, out of the rack. I'm going to take $500 and we're going to do the Baccarat line, okay, at the $100 level. So I'll put the nickel there. We'll do $100. I'm going to start with the pass line. I'm going to believe in myself. We're going to go 1-3-2-4. 1-3-2-4 we're going to go. Okay, that's going to be only it. So here we go. All right, let's get it on. And hopefully, again, you'll see the dice. First day with the new setup. I moved all the cameras around and set up different things. So I'm going to bet from the right side of the table now. I'm going to throw to the left. You should see my dice landing down there on the left. I'll put the light on so you can see better down there. There we go. And shouldn't be fuzzy. Those cameras should be super crisp. This is way too close to me. All right, here we go. Coming out. Ooh, start out with a big old kiss of the dice, and we have a 6, 4, and a 2. And I don't have the zoom in yet for the dice. So we'll have to, I guess I can put them over here. You can probably see that too. 4, 2. 2, 4, 6 there. Wow, Crapsy is a little slow. 2, 4. Alrighty, we got them set. And again, we're just going to play a flat line, no odds, just flat old line bet. And here we go. Looking to win that 6. And that's it. Oh, another bad one. It's a 5, 2, 7, so we lose it. 5, 2, 7. Little PSO on both dice. Kissed bad there, boy. 5, 2. Ugly. 2. Oh, let's go 2, 5. 2, 5. PSO. All right, I guess we're going to have to try it again. We'll lose our $100. Baccarat the line. We're going to go to don't pass now. Again, only betting minimum. I'm not Baccarat ladder. I'm just going to bet the minimum, and that's it. Okay, here we go. Puck is off. Let's get your bets in on Crapsy. And here we go. Not really feeling my throw today at all. Let's go. Okay, I see a 6 and I see a 1. That's a 7. 1, 6. Ugly start to the day here. So a lot of 7s early. So we're going to lose our line here. Go back to the other side. It's going to, one of these things is going to hopefully catch for us, right? All right, 6, 5, and a 2 and a 1. Here we go. That's better. 10, 6, 4. 6, 4. We have a point. 6, 4. We have a crappy point for the line. But here we go. Nonetheless, let's get it. Let's get it. No odds. No odds today. We're just flat betting the line. That's it. It's going to have to get 5 in a row at some point. 4 in a row at some point. That's all we need. 4 in a row sometime. Oh my God, another one. Look at that. Look at this day. Whew. Look at this day. PSO again, 2, 5. Wow. There goes my great BSR is going out the window, right? 2, 5. We need to have something's got to break here, right? Another loss on the line. Go to the don't. It's going to flip back and forth till I freaking win something here, right? Follow the trend. Follow the trend, right? Here we go. Here we. How's the screen look? Can you guys see? Can you see the dice landing okay? And can you see the bets and all that kind of stuff? Is it all clear enough? And no fuzziness? Just let me know in chat how it's looking. Here we go. Okay, that's going to be a 4. Oh God. 3, 1, 4. We have a point. We're on the don't with a 4. Can we do it? It's a 3, 1, right? Alrighty, 3, 1. Now let's hope here that for y'all we hit some numbers, and then I leave the 7 at the end, right? I don't want a short run here. I like to have a nice long throw for my friends that are betting, but I'll leave the 7 for me. Butterberg is winning. Here we go. Horseman rules, right? I love the horseman on coming out the gate. Here we go. Here we go. Anything but a 4. Anything but a 4. Oh my God, another one. Look at this day. Look at this day. 2-5. Wow. 3 straight. 3 straight PSOs. We don't normally do it like this, right? Normally my throws are a little longer. We're getting right to it today. 2-5. They're all been the same. 2-5-7s. I feel like that thing is too close to me. All right, so we're going to win on the don't, which is cool. We're going to drop $100 and go to 3. So 1, 3, and then 2, and then 5. So can we make money anyway is the question, right? Can we make money anyway? Let's get, let's have a better toss, man. My toss is shit right now. Here we go. That's a good looking throw, and that is a 1, 2, tree, ace deuce. That's perfect. That's perfect. Oh, my alarm is going off here. Hold on. Yeah. Nobody cares. Remind me later. Okay. So we win 3, right? Boom. Win 3. 1, 3. Now we go down to 2 units. So bring 4 units back. We're down to 2 units now. 1, 3, 2. If we win here, we're gonna hit the horse. Okay, let's go. Let's go. In a normal circumstance, that's a profit play, right? We have 6 units here, right? We actually made a profit, but we're going to go and attack this variant. Hopefully we're in a variant that, like I said, we'll get 7s after some actual rolls. Let's go. Let's go. All right, we got a 6, a 4-2. We're going to fight against the 6 with our 2 unit bet. There's the 6 is the point. 4-2. 4-2. Okie doke. Here we go. Turn the bets in crapsy. $10 hard, 5-5. 10 on the end, 5-5. That's our first shooter with two numbers today. Let's not have this be a feast or famine, right? Zoom the overhead back wall. This one here. I can zoom it in, but if I zoom, the problem with zooming it in is that you won't see the edges. If I zoom in too much, you only get this part in here. I tried that yesterday. This camera where you see my hands right here, this one is supposed to be turned to show you the end wall from this angle or from that angle, right? So you can see the dice flying, but the camera didn't move this morning. It's a PTZ camera that didn't zoom when it should have. So I'll work on that after the show. Why that's not working, I don't know. But yeah, I figured you probably couldn't see the dice perfectly. It is what it is. I don't know how else I can get in there. I'll try some options here after the show's over. All right, here we go. Looking for a point of 6 for y'all. Here we go. Ugh, not a great throw. It's a yo 11 yo 6-5. 5-6 yo 5-6 yo. Okay. Here we go. That's a 5, a 4, and a 1. 1 and a 4. There's a 5. 1, 4. Wow. Drawdown finally made its money. It took it a minute. Jeez. Here we go. Anything but a 6, really. There's a hard 4. It's a deuces. 2-2. Today's the day where, if you could see my throw in person, you understand what I'm saying here. But today's the day where the dice are floating, not spinning. I can't get them to spin unless I really spin them hard. So I'm fighting myself. I'm trying. I don't know why. Some days I can't release them right. Today's the day where they're floating, not spinning, and I'm getting really just whatever we get today. Here we go. Kiss of death. What happened? It's a 1 and a 3. 4. 1, 3. I'll take it. I'll take it. I didn't hit crap seed button, so don't post bet, but there it is. 1, 3. Okay. Here we go. Oof, they're floating so bad. Another one, 3-1. Look at that. There's your 4 on the precipice of being a repeater bet. 3-1, 4. 3 in a row. One more 4 and it's the repeater. I tell you guys, I hit the repeater all the time. Repeater is one of those. I think it's my favorite side bet for sure. Here we go. We have 18 people in Crapsy. That might be a record for me. Nobody comes to me for Crapsy. You guys come to me for hear me bitch, not watch me play. But good group today. All right, come on, let's go. Let me knock out a couple numbers here and 7 out. That was a good throw. 10, 6, 4. Finally, that was a nice looking throw. Wow, finally. 6, 4, 6, 4. Maybe the secret is to force the spin. Maybe today's a force, not a farce day, right? Maybe I got to force the spin to happen. Second 10. We're on the outsides here. Today's an outside, weird 7s kind of day. I don't know. 2 10s, 3 4s. Here we go. Yeah, the horseman's great. You're getting the early 7s before and the repeaters, right? Here's another, look at this. Another come bet repeater, 6 4 10, right? 6 4. Is that 6 4? No, 4 6. 4 6. 4 6. No, come on. All right, 4 6. 3 10s, 3 4s. What a weird shooter this is, right? One more of either of those and we have a repeater win. Crazy. Oh, big bounce. It's a 3, ace deuce. 1, 2. Jump into the horn. Time to jump into the horn. Buckeyes playing the come. 15 on the 4 and the 5 with odds. And you're coming right now. Here we go. Let's make you some money. Roll tracker. Oh, the roll tracker's not showing? Hold on. I didn't realize it wasn't showing. But give me a second. Hold on. Ice the shooter. Turn your bets off. I just didn't turn. I can make it. I can force it. Hold on. I wasn't even paying attention. Click that. Click that. There it is. Sorry about that. It just wasn't. It didn't kick on by itself. Oof. Where's my dice? Here we are. Okay, let's go. Looking for a 4 or a 10? 4 or a 10? Looks like a 9. First 9 of the day. 5 and a 4. 5, 4, 9. Okie doke. Another 3. 1, 2. That's a repeater ace deuce. One repeater today for sure, right? 2, 1, 3. And that's a 2, 1, 3. Yeah, the ace deuce is a repeater. I'm telling you, I had a repeater on something every single day. It's crazy town. The roll tracker is getting hit. I got to fix that. Sorry. That 4 wasn't a thing. There we go. Okay. Yep, 2, 1, 3. We did repeater 3 today. I want to see a 4 or a 10 for y'all. Let's get a 4 or a 10 for the group. 4 or a 10 for the group. Let's go. Let's go. That's a split. They kissed again, and it is a 6. We lose our pass line. Bummer. 4, 2, 6. Okay. 4, 2, 6. Pass line goes, or don't pass goes away. That's okay. We had locked in a little bit of profit on that. Well, not actually, we're down because we lost earlier, but the hammer was there. Let's go to the pass line. Baccarat, we're switching sides. I'm not betting anything up here. I'm just doing the line bet only today, just because it's the title of the show, right? The Trendy Tuesday thing. So here we go. Coming out. Coming out. I'm doing simple, boring stuff. Hopefully you guys are made money on that one after the first ass kicking. Here we go. Here we go. 6, 4, 2. Right back to it. That's a 4, 2. All right, here we go. Midnight. 6, 6. What do we need? We need a 5 and a 2, right? 5 and a deuce. We had the tall? No. Wait a minute. Oh, we need 8. An 8 and a 2. An 8 and a 2. Okay. The Orleans has a repeater, and Caesars has a repeater. I know those two do. Here we go. Let's get a 6 shooter. How about a 3, 3, 6? What do you think? Hit it the hard way? 5, 3, 8. There's the tall. There's your tall. 5, 3. Oh, I didn't hit it on the crapsy side. Sorry about that. Alrighty, 5, 3. Just need aces now. Just need aces. Aces or a 4 or a 10 would make me really, really happy right now. It's a 9. I saw that 5. I got kind of happy. I thought it was going to be a hard 10 there for a second. 5, 4. My throw is such shit today. It's so bad to watch these throws today. I'll take what I can get. It's one of those days where no matter what the results are, I am taking 0 credit for these results today. This is just pure garbage, as my mom would say. Hot, stanky garbage over here. Let's go. Let's go. That's a 6. We got the line. There we go. 4-2. Actually, yeah, it's 4-2. 4-2-6. Awesome. 4-2. All right, here we go. Coming out. Oh, I got to pay myself. I get paid 1. We're going to power press it and go to 3 on the line. Here we go. Let's have it come out 7 or come out 11. Come out 11 would be freaking awesome right now. Perfect time for it. Perfect time for the come out 11. Let's go. Let's do it. And by the way, I'm even. After all, right past line flat, you're going to be even all the time. You've got to vary your bets to make any money. If you don't have varied bets and catch a little tiny run, you're not going to make any money at this game. Playing flats. Flats is a tough way. Right? You're going to play a pure house edge game. You've got to get in front of it. There's another 6, 5-1. That was a terrible throw, but look at that. It's a 1-5-6. That's a 1 and a 5. That makes the 6 1 away from the repeater bet. Now, I'm going to put that in air quotes because if you're playing the repeater tables, that would be a thing. If you're playing the do-it-yourself repeater, right, like I do, then that's not a thing because we've had the 6 be the point now 3 times. 3 of those 6s you wouldn't have got paid on unless you were hopping it. So to be full disclosure, I wouldn't have gotten paid on this repeater 6 that's coming here unless I was playing a repeater table. But here we go. Looking for a point of 6 or a 2. I need a 6 or a 2 or a 4 or a 10. Make everybody happy. Here we go. I need some variance. Let's go, baby. Be a 6. It's a 7. It's the 5-2. So we lose it all. 2-5. Didn't quite get it done. Talking too much shit. 2-5-7. Bummer. Every 7, by the way, has been a 2-5, except for I think 1. So that goes down. And so far for the day, we're down $300, right? We have not really caught the wave. Up and down, up and down, up and down, whatever. Don't pass. Here we go. But that's okay. We got a repeater on the 3. 6 was pretty good. It's 8:04. I can do one more shooter, and then I got to run. I got to bring my wife's car to the shop at 8:30. So I want to leave by 8, but we can do one more shooter. Here we go. Last shooter. Let's get her done. Let's get her done. Going to the don't pass. Just going to hop, skip, and jump around here. Okay. Coming out. Coming out. Yeah, cue your questions up. You guys have a question, put a Q in front of it. I can do a few questions after the shoot is over. 10. There's your freaking 10, right? That would have been the repeater 10 on the last shooter. What a... God, this game will drive you nuts, I swear. I swear this game will drive you absolutely freaking bonkers. All right, 6, 4, 10. Jeez. How funny is that? God. Oh, craps. I love it. I love this game. Okay, here we go. Here we go. That is a 4, of course, right? We needed the 4 and the 10 for the repeaters, and guess what we rolled here? How awesome. How awesome. Oh my God. All right, I got to put the roll tracker numbers in. 6, 4, 10, and a 3, 1, 4. How amazing is that? How amazing. After that 1 freaking 7, here we go on this heater of 4s and 10s. Gotta love it. You gotta love it. When they say you gotta love life, right? All right, here we go. Looking for, well, you guys want a point of 10. I want to get out of this hand. I want to make something. Here we go. Ugh, ugly throw. 6, 4, 2. And that would have also been, so here's the funny thing, right? 4, 2, 6. The last shooter, 4, 2, right, was 1 away from the repeater on the 6, one away from the repeater on the 4, one away from the repeater on the 10. This shooter rolls a 10, a 4, and a 6 back to back to back. All 3 repeaters would have got hit were it not for that rogue 7 that I threw. Can you can't, I can't script this stuff any better, right? Like, it just, so funny. Can't script it. Here we go. Less chin, more spin. Come on. That's a nice looking toss. There's my yo. There's the yo. 6-5. 6-5. 6-5. Okay. No harm, no foul for me. Man, it's boring playing one number. It's like literally soul crushing to play one number like this. It's just killing me. I don't know how people do it. I mean, I guess I do, but it's like, man. Think about this though too, right? If you're on a cruise ship or something, you're working to make your comps. Doing this for $100. Where are we at? Shooter number 6. I've not even spent $500 yet. I still have $200 in the rack, right? It's like you can kind of swim and be safe sort of all day, There's a 6 again, a 5-1. Pretty much tread water as long as you want to. We were actually up a couple times there during that little run. I could have stopped, As it is right now, the best we can do is be down a couple $100. I'm not gonna play much longer, obviously. Here we go. There's the 10. We picked our point. 6-4. Actually, pretty good shooter now. All of a sudden, the first 3 PSOs don't count, right? Lose the don't, go to the line. Here we go. Puck's off. Let's have a come out 7 barrage here and make our money back. Coming out. Coming out. Man, dice are floating so ugly. 8, 4, 4, hot 8. Square pair. 4, 4. Okay. Let's have y'all get your bets in. Here we go. All right, 6, 4, 2. 2, 4, 6, and a 2, 4, 6. It's our third 6 on this shooter. That's pretty good. Aces. Sorry for you come betters. That was aces. We needed that one a long time ago. 1 and a 1. 1. Inconsequential roll for me, but maybe some of you guys were coming out there, so. All right, here we go. Don't ever do just, I know, right? It's boring, isn't it? You guys are making money in Crapsy, though. It's boring to watch. I mean, boring to watch. Good Lord, right? Good throwing practice, though, right? You're not thinking about stuff. 2, 6, 8. I always said this, right? If you're going to be a shooter, a 2, 6, 8, if you're going to be a good shooter, you should be able to play the pass line and the come bets and make money, right? If you're going to throw the repeaters, you should be able to do that and make nothing but bank. It's a good way to practice, right? Because it forces you into repeater mindset. But man, it's a boring show to watch. All right, that was the point. We're coming out. Oh, I got to pay myself. Pay the line. Pay the line. Hit the point. I got to double it up, right? We're going to drop 5. We're going to get 4 change, right? Now we're at 3. Now we're at 3. Maybe we can make some money here. I don't know. Coming out. Coming out. That's going to be fucking midnight. Are you kidding me? Ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. We had our big bet out there. We had our big bet, and we blew it with a freaking come out midnight. Are you shitting me? Oh, my God. All right. Back we go. That was so gross. Such a gross throw. I mean, I'll take it for the ATS, but damn, dude. God, that sucks. Here comes the 11. Here comes the 11, right? That I wanted on the last one. You know it's coming. You know it's coming. There's a 1 and a 3. 4. Okay, so we're back to the 4. 3, 1, 4. Okay. Here we go. Big old kiss. 2, 1, 3. Ace deuce. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right. Doesn't help, doesn't hurt. I guess it moves the ATS along, I suppose, but that's about it. All right. 6, 1, 7. That'll be the end of the shooter. 6, 1. That was not a bad roll. A 13 roller, not terrible. Too many horns in there for my taste, but 6, 1, 7. That'll end it. Let's do a 6, 1, 7 in crapsy. All right. Cool. Let's come on back. If you have questions, do that whole Q thing for me if you would. Let's see, we'll go here, and I'll move that along the Q&A, and let's take a look. What do we have as far as questions? Let me get I need this over here. I got to find a place to put this when I shoot now, because it gets in the way with both sides being visible. All right, let's search for Qs. Search for Qs for questions, and then we'll boogie. All right, so Skill's got a bankroll question. He says, using $500 to burn every day to make a profit now. Does that take away from the first part of making the bankroll, or we just need to master the 500 part, or I'm not sure what you're saying. Using $500 to burn every day to make a profit now, does that take away from the first part of making the bankroll? If you master the 500 part, just need the first part. So if you only have $500, right, period, like you're starting your bankroll build and you have 0 in the bank and just $500 to go, you got to take that super slow. Right? Because if you lose the 500, you lose everything, right? So your goal, your 20% goal there, right? That's what you're shooting for. You're $100, right? Make 50 or $100 and stop. Make 50 or $100 and stop. Turn the 500 into 1,000 is your first thing I would do. Turn the $500 into 1,000 over multiple sessions, then buy in for 500, and you're safe, so to speak. Your initial money is good. Take the next 500. Turn it into another 500. Now you've got your initial bankroll, 100% profit, and 100% play stack of 500. Then you start working it from there. If you want to go to 750 for buy-ins, go half of your buy-in and work it like that. Work it in small segments. Don't try and get the whole thing. I think it's what I would recommend for you there. Let's see. Skill has asked. Look at this. Skill, I love you to death. Can you make sure and take time for questions? Answer my question. Please make sure you take time for, I think you wanted your question answered. Okay, so you're saying if you master how to use your $500 bankroll, continuously making money, do you need the first part? I think yes. I think, like I said, from a comfort level, this is me, right? From a comfort standpoint, I want what's in my bank to be doubled. So I can say what's in my bank stays in my bank. I play off the new stack, right? I would like to take 500, make it 1,000, and then play off that second 500. So the first 500 is not touched. I'm always trying to keep that first bit of it preserved. And then when I discover a new level to play at, maybe it's 750, maybe it's 1,000, then I say, good, leave 1,000, play 1,000. Leave 1,500, play 1,500. And at some point, when the bankroll is big enough, you can actually go back down again and say, look, I got $2,000 in the bank. Let's go 500 bucks at a time. Let's take a quarter of the bankroll and work that a little harder, right? You got to, again, work with your starting point as kind of the key on how you're doing it. I think earlier on, my goal is just to make sure that bankroll is preserved. So it's going to be, I'm not going to change buy-ins at all until I've got it all set up. So, all right. Nish, new name for me. Good morning. After the power press and I reduce to 2 units, if I win the 2-unit bet, what's the next bet? This is going to be under which scenario? So if I do this, let me go to the table view here, the box view. So if we're going to power press, okay, let's just take this example. We'll do the $25 9, just because it's easy. 9 for 25 bucks, okay? Hits for 35, okay? If you're going to be a power presser, okay, you would drop a quarter and take the 10 bucks and go to here, go to 75, okay? You got part of your money back, but you power press in that second one. You put more money into it than you had in, right? Now, when you win the 105, okay, where do you come back to is the question. What do you come back to on the next hit? You've got to make sure that you're A, bringing profit to your rack, but B, playing with profit. This is a good time to do one of two things. Either you can same bet it because you're totally in for the hand for 40 bucks. Your initial 25 plus an extra 15. You're in his thing for 40 bucks, okay? This represents pretty good profit. I'd probably take back a quarter and stay at 50. Lock in my initial quarter, lock in a black chip. If you want to throw the 15 bucks at it, you can go here, right? Get your quarter, keep your black, and go here. Reduce down a little bit. That's probably what I would do with that, right? If you're going to do a simple 2-unit press, if you're going to go from here, 25, get paid 35, what a lot of people will do at this point is one of two things. Not a power press. This might be just a straight press or a full press, okay? If you're going to do a full press here, that pays, I'm going to pay 85. Actually pays 84, we'll do 85. Pretend you threw a dollar. 85 for one, okay? And now you're here. Again, there's your initial bankroll. That's all profit. What you probably do, reduce to 20 bucks and take back the black chip. Your chip that you started with, a black chip to keep, 20 bucks to play with, right? This 20 bucks is a perfect starting point for the G Money press, right? That 20 pays 28, it goes to 50, you start the process, right? That's what I'd probably do, is make sure I can go up, come down to my initial bet in the rack plus a black chip, and then whatever else I have, I play. Not a bad way to do that on the 5 and 9. Think about that through all your things, all right? So I gotta go, it's time. It's time to get this car to the shop. Y'all are awesome, love you. Let's go say goodbye to everybody. My final thoughts are this: I will never do a pass line only play again. It's boring to watch, I know. If you're in crap seat and you're having fun, great. It gives me a chance to talk and not have to fuck around with bets all the time, so it's fine to do that. We did lose today, by the way. We lost. I only have 3 chips up. We lost 700 bucks today, so it wasn't like it was without risk, right? The pass line only play is not without risk, and I was on the pass line most of the day. We baccarat a little bit, but most of the time I was on the pass line. It isn't like it's without risk, right? Low house edge does not mean no risk. Low house edge means if I play tomorrow, I'll win 7 units tomorrow and we'll be even for 2 days, right? That's what that means. Don't buy into the concept that low house edge means you win more often. It doesn't. It's a 50-50 bet. Lost 7 today, win 7 tomorrow. That's probably how it works out, right? But it's boring, man. Boring to do that all day long. Just sit there with one thing and watch it all go by. Unless you got some money out there. Right when I had the 3 units out there, it was kind of fun for a minute. I was getting all excited. If you're playing a 1 number, the 6 or the 8 or whatever like we did yesterday, that can be exciting if the number's big enough. Those low house edge bets, you're going to probably tie unless you catch a variant. We didn't catch a variant today. We caught crap today. We caught normalcy. So anyway, I'm out. You guys have a good rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow for Hump Day. Hump Day hybrid tomorrow. I'll probably do the Horseman. I haven't done a Horseman straight up in a while, so maybe tomorrow we'll do a Hump Day hybrid Horseman. Until then, love y'all. God bless. Bye.